The other reason you might see your Facebook ad things dropping is if you've been doing it intermittently. If you've been doing it reactively. If you're like, oh, I did it, and I used to do this back in the day. I would do a Facebook ad when I needed clients. But when do you need clients? All the time, right? I used to see marketing as an event, not a process, right? And it's not a reactive event. It's not, oh shit, 10 clients walked today, better put an ad out, get some sales over the next couple of days, and then close it down again. You can't be doing, you've got to be consistently every day. So when you're consistent, if you follow up on clients, great, you just advertise a waiting list, right? Or advertise something else, but you want to be in people's faces on Facebook all the time. So you want that consistency, you want good spend, you want to keep to their new regulations and guidelines. You've got to find different ways to get their attention, okay? And we're going to talk more about this in a bit more depth later, but I just want to kick off with that. If there's one thing you remember from today, one of the most practical, best things for you to do is get these Facebook ads locked in, start using them if you're not already, and really squeeze out as much as you can. And what we're going to talk about later is how do you deal with rising ad costs on the front, and how can you keep spending more, and how can you build your business so that you're not running for the cheapest cost per lead, like most people are. They're running away from the storm. We'll show you how the reason we win really is because we're actually happy. We've built back-end systems so we can pay 4 times more for a lead and still make money. And so we're kind of heading into that storm of like, what if our ad costs did go up another 5x? Because we can't live in la-la land. Your ad costs are going to keep going up. At the same time, people are going to get more and more desensitized to Facebook ads. Same as like you have with Gmail ads. Oh yeah, you have ads in your Gmail inbox. A lot of people haven't noticed. That's how desensitized we are to them now. But they're there at the top, sponsored emails, right? Facebook's going to go that way because people will just eventually start after 3-4 more years. And you even see the comments now, people, it seems like my newsfeed is just more and more and more ads, isn't it? You probably get annoyed by ads, right? And there's no point getting annoyed, don't hate the player, kind of hate the game kind of thing, because you want to rely on advertising. So we have to prepare for costs going up, regulations getting tighter, more of a gradual shift towards more content-based marketing as well, not just offer, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff. But more importantly, we have to work and say, okay, because all your competitors are going to be thinking like, how do we get cheaper leads? How do we get cheaper leads? How do I pay less? They're thinking, I don't want to pay £5 a lead, I want to pay £4.50. You want to say, I want to pay £4.50 too. I'll work on that. But what if we had to spend £8 to get a lead? How would we change our business then? Because you never know when that day might come overnight. And everyone else is going to get fucked and they're going to quit. But if you have that one different perspective in mind, you're going to win. Just like your clients. When the clients who come in and are like, how do I get a 6-pack in the first 2 weeks with you? You're like, it ain't going to happen, right? But the ones who come in and see the long-term plan, and they're like, I know this might be inconvenient in my lifestyle. I know I'm going to have to juggle my kids and my work. I know I'm going to have to make sacrifices to get the body and the health I want. So I'm going to, but I'm going to do what it takes and see how can I make that work. You need to do the same thing with your business. So this is the biggest opportunity we have in this generation. More things will come up, I'm sure, but if there's one thing, is the trend. This is going to be a big, big trend in marketing for this year, Dev. I think 2019, I predict, is going to be that kind of cutoff year where we're going to start seeing diminishing returns after the end of this year, I think. But the good news is that could actually upswing because, again, as these restrictions change and costs go up, a lot of your competitors are just going to drop off, right? We win the race by being the only ones that last till the end. If most of your competitors are they're not here today, they're not investing in themselves, they're not going to learn this mindset, they're going to keep chasing cheaper and cheaper leads, and they're just going to quit the platform. When they start spending £10 a day and they still don't get anything from it, they're just going to go, Facebook ads don't work, nothing I can do, start trying to run Instagram ads or something instead, if anything. Or probably not. Because there's a lot more actually bigger factors in the industry coming up, which I'll talk about later as well. I'm going to save that for later actually. So anyway, that's just a couple of things on Facebook, just one thing to remember. I'm going to get a lot more in depth than that, but Does that make sense to everyone, first of all? That's something of like urgency I just want to tell everyone, I think, because it'd be a disservice not to just tell you that straight away. That's one of the big things that can affect your lead flow. Since so many of you have asked about lead generation, that's the best thing I can tell you about that.